Hello and welcome to my last video of the 7 easiest specs for the Soaring Spelltome Mount series. The last specialization of this series would be nothing other than Retribution Paladin. Retribution and Enhancement probably compete on the easiest spot for this challenge, but I decided to go with Retribution since it has more defensives and we already have Shaman as the easiest spec for the Imp Mother and Healer challenge. I am using fully blue and green gear from the auction house. Any time walking gear you have for this challenge would be very helpful, but it is not mandatory. If you want to know more regarding time walking and Mage Tower gear, trinkets, consumables and tricks, make sure to check out my Mage Tower 101's video. I am using the following talent build. As always, I will leave my talents and consumables in the description for you to copy and use. This challenge is probably the hardest between all the Mage Tower challenges, at least for the majority of players, but once you get to know the mechanics, you will cut through it like butter because this challenge is also the most scripted. Once you enter the room, a short roleplay will start and the room will lock you in a big circle area. That is where you have to be in during the whole fight. The fight doesn't start automatically, the NPC will activate and you have to start the fight yourself whenever you're ready to go. I suggest you to use your horse, throw a judgment at Seagrin, move to the caster on the right side, interrupt it and stack them up at the left boss. You want to use your whole spellbook here, pop drums, wings, reckoning, potion, whatever you have, spend your holy powers only on Divine Storm and Word of Glory if needed. You have time to finish your burst. Roughly 20 seconds into the fight the left mob will get an enrage buff and start fixating your character. Since it's all physical damage, press Blessing of Protection and keep damaging as much as you can. Once the fixate runs out, you will have 3 purple runes spawn around the inner circle of the room. These runes have different sizes and will get smaller and smaller till they eventually explode and kill you. You have to run over them to make them disappear. Prioritize smaller orbs over bigger ones. You will always have a divine steed for this spell and should easily manage to get all 3 runes in time. Once you've soaked the first set of runes, you can get back to damaging the bosses and preferably interrupt the caster so it starts moving towards the middle of the room. 10 seconds after the first runes you will have a second set of runes overlapping with a Blood of the Father cast. This is cast by Seagrin. If this goes through, you have to restart the challenge because it will kill you. So make sure you have your Hammer of Justice for this. Once you get past the 2 set of runes and the cast, you will have a 20 seconds time window where you don't have to deal with any mechanics and can pop your CDs again. Damage them as much as you can. After that, our caster will cast a shield on herself. You have to break the shield before the cast finishes and interrupt her. You can see I don't even bother pressing single target abilities to break it, just have her as your main target and keep damaging all 3 and the shield should break in no time. Once the shield is broken, you have to deal with the Valkyrie wall. There will be a line of Valkyries outside of the circle on one side of the room. There will always be an empty zone between them. This is where you have to act fast. Find the empty zone and rush towards it. Do press your steed if it's far away. A few seconds after the Valkyries are gone, you will have the nastiest overlap of this challenge. There will be a Bladestorm cast that you have to get out of and there will be a Blood of the Father cast. Either do it like I did, keep your blinding light for this part, or just press your Hammer of Justice and get rid of Blood of the Father. You will need some healing, so either press a defensive or spend your holy powers on Word of Glory. Do not use your Divine Shield anywhere. It is reserved for the last overlap of the fight. The next overlap is quite annoying as well. We will have a set of runes spawn on the floor and get a wave of Valkyries. You want to soak 2 runes, find the safe spot, wait till the Valkyries do their charge and go for the last rune. Or obviously, if you can, soak all 3 before going to the safe spot. Shortly after you will have another set of runes, which is not overlapping with anything, so just soak them normally. You will have a few seconds to damage them before the next overlap starts. The next overlap will be a caster shield with a Valkyrie charge, quite simple. With good Dragonflight gear and some good time walking pieces, you should never see this part of the fight. You got 30 seconds to blast them now. This should be your killing chance. If you don't manage to kill and get to the next overlap, here's where you need your divine shield. You will have to soak 2 sets of runes, and the second set of them will be happening at the same time with a Valkyrie charge. If you're unlucky and the Valkyrie safe spot spawns badly, you will need to press Divine Shield and ignore everything. You should kill the boss at this point. I managed to do so without any gear, so should you? And that's it for today's video. If you enjoy my guides, please like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments which spec to do next. Thank you for watching.